Good morning, everyone. I'm Adam Avrashi.
I'm Kimberly Lamontagne.
And on today's show on Sunny Side Up with Adam and Kim. The Concordia students voted in the referendum that just happened last week. But what are the results? Tuition is going way up. We have a first Sunny Side Up, a giveaway for the movie Up in the Air, so stay tuned. And actress Carly Street from Educating Rita joins us to talk about the new Siegel Center show. And finally, is Alec Baldwin quitting Hollywood? We have all the details coming up on Sunny Side Up with Adam and Kim.
Good morning. Welcome. Thanks for joining us here on Sunny Side Up with Adam and Kim.
We're doing good today. Today is going good. You know, I had such a terrible morning, and
I had an awful dream. I had a dream that the show went awful. Everything went wrong. We screwed up anything possible you think of, we did it. And then Adam and I got into a huge fight, and it was just awful. But apparently in dreams, what happens in your dreams is usually the opposite in reality. So my mom said we'll have a good show. And looks like we will.
Thank God. I really hope we do. I had the worst morning this morning until I got here and everything kind of went
And then
smooth.
You saw me.
And then I saw you and you made my day completely bright. This morning I woke up. Well, I went to bed really late last night and I work at the newspaper, the Concordian school newspaper. So I got home late after working there. And I was like, you know what? I got to go to bed. I tried to close my eyes and literally my head just kept on thinking and thinking and thinking. I couldn't fall asleep until like 2, let's say. And then I was like finally kind of asleep, but not like the perfect sleep. And then my dog started crying and I was like, shh, be quiet. And then at 4 a.m, he starts barking. And I was like, what do you want? I like trudged downstairs. What's going on? And all of a sudden I'm like, don't cry. And then I step in a pile of poo. And my whole foot, and it wasn't like the heel that you could
were
just
you wearing
wipe.
Socks?
No, I was barefoot. And it went between the toes.
Oh.
I'm sorry for anyone listening to this while you're eating breakfast, but it was so painful. And then I just wanted to kill my dog. And I had to wash my feet. My foot. I had to clean up the mess at 4 a.m. and then wake up to do this show at 6. So, and then I missed my alarm and then I had to catch a lift with someone. It was just miserable. But then I got here and I saw Kim and it made my day so much brighter. Yeah. So on to the election. Everything passed. Everything that was on the referendum ballot passed. So the library project, which asked for $1 per credit fee levy increase, went off. Everyone voted for that. So that means that in the next year, over $500,000 will be going to the library. And the sole purpose of this is 24-hour access.
Oh, it's 24 hours?
24 hours now, and you're going to have more course material on reserve and more laptops available for loan.
Wow.
But you're paying, over 10 years, you're going to be paying $5.1 million because this project's lasting 10 years. So you're going to be paying $1 more per credit.
Wow. So
that's very significant. The other increases were for CUTV, Concordia's student TV station, which went up 9 cents, which isn't so drastic, but it doubles what they were getting from last year. So we read last week that they wanted to get a new kitchen. You know, because it's so important to feed the people who work at the TV station, and a bunch of other things that that CUTV wanted. The Co-op bookstore also got a fee levy increase. They got 9 cents per credit, and they are the bookstore that's not affiliated with students per se, but they're a separate organization on the corner of Bishop and de Maisonneuve. So everything went up, which is really surprising. Did you vote, Kim?
I did not. Surprise, surprise.
Why didn't you vote? What's going on?
I don't know. I didn't.
Because you know what's funny? Last week we spoke about voting. We're like, we should vote, and we walked out of the studio, and there was a voting station right downstairs, and I was like, Kim, we should go vote.
Because I don't know enough, and I didn't care enough to look into what they were, you know.
Right, but now you're going to have to pay more than almost $2.
So you think that if I had voted, then I wouldn't have had to pay $15 a semester to help the library?
No, but I'm saying if people like you voted,
okay,
it would. I mean, do you care that you're paying more money for the library? And for
definitely 15. Because I take.
You take 5 courses, so
that's
for you
15 credits. So that's $15 extra just for the library. That's let alone the CUTV and...
And let me just tell you what we're already paying, because people don't realize that when you pay to go to a university, you pay for certain things. So you're paying for the People's Potato, which is the free vegan lunch they offer every day. For a whole year, if you take 8 classes a year, which is not the top, which is 10, you're paying $8.8, so it's $8.80. just to the People's Potato, you're paying $10 to both newspapers, the student newspapers, together. For this radio station, you're paying $6. You're paying for a lot of things, and there's like a list of like 20 to 25 items that you're paying for that I don't even know if you realize you're paying for. No? But I had a little bit of a beef with the student voting last week. I saw the voting and I was like, I'm going to vote. I went up to the station. The guy's like, okay, give me your number, whatever, And then I was like, so where am I supposed to actually fill out the ballot? And he's like, oh, on the couch over there. And I was like, excuse me? There's no place set up for me to go and check off. And he's like, no, just do it right here. And I literally had to fill out the ballot in front of him. And he was looking at my note. I was like, you don't have to.
You could have gone over to the side and, like,
but that's the thing.
Scribble it on your on my
notebook
or something.
It was the only table in sight. And I said, well, don't you have like a little cardboard that you normally have in regular elections or in past elections that I voted in at Concordia? They usually have a cardboard. He's like, yeah, it's over here, but we don't really have anywhere to set it up. And I looked at him like, are you serious? And I should have made a complaint to the committee because we have
You should have.
I should have. But we have a committee at Concordia that we pay to take care of elections. So if they're not doing their job, I don't know, they're sitting on their asses doing God knows what, not taking care of this election. But I found when I voted, usually I vote at the downtown campus, and usually it's so much better. It's so much more organized. And when I voted at Loyola last week, it was just a mess. And for someone who's never voted like yourself, you would probably be more inclined to vote if there was more privacy involved.
Probably not.
Oh boy. So what's this movie Up in the Air about? Because I have no idea. I'm going to let you explain it.
It is adapted from the 2001 novel by Walter Kern. And actually the director of Up in the Air is Jason Reitman.
Who directed Juno, right?
Yeah, which I love, by the way. That was a great movie.
It was a great movie.
And so George Clooney plays a character named Ryan Bingham, and he's a bachelor whose job takes him all over the world firing people. So since Up in the Air is all about travel, we decided we'd share some travel stories. And about a month ago, I went to visit my boyfriend in Florida because he was doing a play there, Rumpelstiltskin, at the Florida Studio Theater in Sarasota, Florida.
Uh-huh.
And so I was on my way back, and I was at the airport, and I was really sad because I just left my boyfriend, and the airport was just buzzing with excitement. And you know why, Adam?
Why?
Because President Obama was there.
Say what?
Yeah. His big Air Force One jet was out, and we could see it from like where I was waiting for my flight, and it was really exciting. Like I was just excited. I took pictures of the plane, and I was just excited to see the plane. And then while I'm waiting for my flight, we see these helicopters flying in, and lo and behold, Mr. President Obama.
You saw Obama.
I saw Obama.
What did he look like? Was he black?
Yes.
Okay.
He was relatively small because he was far away, but it was really cool. I saw him get off of his helicopter, and he walked over to this little press junket, and then he walked up the steps to his big 747, and he did the final turnaround and wave thing, and then he was off. It was so cool, though. Everyone was glued to the windows. Everyone was so excited, and I think I fit in. Everyone thought I was American, too. But
so do you have a thumb-sized picture of President Obama on your cell phone?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll post that online so everyone can see the smallest picture of President Obama ever.
It was really exciting, though. I was happy. It was a good day.
Well, my travel story is not as exciting, but I'm going to be going to Alberta for the first time in my life. I've never been past Ontario that far west.
Me neither.
So I'm going to be going to Alberta, Edmonton, to go to this newspaper conference. And it's going to be so much fun. I'm just really excited to go somewhere that I haven't seen. And I was looking up places to go in Alberta. And I was like, ooh, like Montreal, we have Old Montreal. And we have like all these museums. And we just have like culture here. And I was like, what is there in Edmonton? And I'm like clicking. And then I was like, there's the Edmonton Mall. ... There's also a water fountain. Anyways, I'm sure there's something great there that I'll discover. But right now we have some gossip about Tiger Woods. Kim, what's going on with Tyga?
Well, as some of you may know or may not know, he was in a single car accident early Friday morning, and he's refusing to talk to police. He released a statement Sunday night claiming, "This situation is my fault, and it's obviously embarrassing to my family and me. I'm human and not perfect. I will certainly make sure this doesn't happen again." He says the rumors that are circulating about his family are irresponsible, and the rumors he's referring to are that the facial lacerations on his face were supposedly inflicted by his wife, Ellen Nordegren, while being confronted about his alleged affair.
Do you know that my grandfather has the inside scoop on this story?
The inside scoop?
The inside scoop. My grandfather called and he said, I know what's going on with this story.